Really, everything I do because it's funny. If it's not funny, I don't see a reason to do it unless, like, I'll die if I don't do it. I'll hang out with friends, but we're going to be making jokes the whole time, or I'll go somewhere. I'll go to a party, but I'll be trying to be funny at that party. Not obnoxiously funny. I won't, like, put a lampshade on my head or take my shirt off unless, the money's good.
For this incredible gentleman that's about to come on stage right now, Emery Klein, please applaud right now. Yeah. Give it up. All right.
Hi.
My first time doing a comedy show is kind of spontaneous, but not really. I mean, I'd say maybe like a month before I had actually started writing jokes down, having a set list written up. And then there was this one Tuesday I had this really horrible, like, discouraging day. Like, I realized I was going nowhere with school. I realized, like, nothing was working out the way I'd planned. And so I thought I couldn't, like, I'd hit rock bottom, so I might as well try the stand-up comedy thing, because that's something I've wanted to do for a while. And so I went on stage, and I stood up. I had a couple of jokes written out. I just read each one. I stared at the paper, like, the whole time.
This is my notebook. This is my not book.
It took the shit out of me. It was so scary.
How many more jokes do you want me to tell? I have a million.
So I did it. I got off. I just like sat there, like, totally, like, oblivious to everything going around me, because I realized, like, I can come back and do this next week, and that made me really happy.
We adopted a cat. I called him Charles Manson because I didn't want to feel so bad when I forgot to feed him.
Mitch Hedberg was probably the first comedian I saw as a kid, like, as a professional stand-up comic. Like, before that, I just sort of saw comics like just as, like, faceless, like, people telling jokes out of nowhere. But with Mitch Hedberg, I, like, connected those jokes to a personality and to a voice and to a face and stuff. Like, just, like, the idea of one guy on stage really came about for me after I started looking at Mitch Hedberg. I watched a lot of Andy Kaufman. That's how I got inspired to do what I do, because I figured if he could do it, doing what he did, then I could do whatever the hell I want.
People are always telling me to get a life, and they get so pissed off when I take one. Is this the murder crowd?
Definitely the number one reason I got into comedy is because I came from a funny family. They're the first people I tell jokes to, and they're the first people who, like, tell me what's funny, what isn't, and, like, they're all comedians too. Like, they don't go on stage, but they all think about comedy and have favorite comedians and work on jokes and, like, try and be funnier than me. And really, it's the most productive family for that kind of lifestyle. If we try and make a joke and it's not funny, like, you'll get hell for that. Like, if you make a joke that's a stupid, bad joke, like, my older brother will, like, tell me to shut up or something. But we don't fight about it. That's really the most we fight about. In Montreal and around the world, there's one, like, constant in comedy, and it's that you're gonna do terribly at some point in your life. And you will do terribly throughout your career as a comic. Everyone tells me they always still bomb. Like, professionals still bomb, amateurs still bomb, those people in between still bomb. You have to get used to that. You have to get used to, like, people not laughing at you, because you're not going to appeal to 100% of the world. A lot of people are going to hate what you're saying, no matter what. But it just makes when people like you even better.